Southcrest neighborhood is one of the areas that flooded during last year's historic storms. Now, while we are not getting as much rain this time around, people who live here are worried. But the city says they are doing everything they can to prepare.
Last time water came up this high, I figure it's going to come up again.
Miguel Gomez points out the water line that's still visible outside his Southcrest home 1 year after it flooded. With rains expected this week, he's worried about what's to come.
As soon as it starts going up, I'm leaving.
The upcoming storm is forecasted to bring 1.5 inches across San Diego County. The city isn't taking any chances, telling us they've enacted their storm patrol, a group of 300 staff members who go out monitoring more than 46,000 storm drains.
Just making sure that we're as prepared as possible, that we don't have any clogged drains or any areas, and everything's clear and at full capacity for when the rain hits. Craig
Gustafson with the city stormwater department says they've also done street sweeping, put up no parking signs in low-lying neighborhoods, and are planning road closures for areas that normally flood, like in Mission Valley. On top of that, there's temporary levees like this one in Southcrest. Regarding these city storm channels, those are being monitored as well. Under a state of emergency following last year's storm, the city of San Diego was able to perform emergency maintenance for 18 miles of stormwater channels citywide.
12 of those miles are within the Choice Creek watershed, which is in this area, which is the hardest hit by last year's storm. So we know where the areas are that we need to focus on, and the city is fully focused on those areas.
Another area of concern, potential mudslides in places burned during recent fires. A city spokesperson says locally they're located on private property, which is in their jurisdiction, so no preparations are underway. Meanwhile, CAL FIRE says they did mitigation efforts in the border and lilac fire regions to prepare for future rain. But the situation is more extreme to the north of us in Los Angeles, where erosion control measures are in place in the Palisades and Altadena.
Because of the fires, this means that the area has an increase for debris flows and other impacts.
Back in San Diego, both the city and county are offering sandbags to people who need them. They're also urging residents to use extra caution when driving. You can find sandbag locations and more storm-related safety tips at CBS8.com. Click on this story. Shanna Handy, CBS 8.